Cracko. Right, I'm quite excited. This is my first chromatic harmonica, right? So, of course, you can go and watch people, professionals, people who know what they're doing, watch them play chromatic, maybe talk about it. This is a C diatonic harmonica, normal. What I'm used to. This is my first chromatic, right? £22, right? So, what? It should be rubbish, shouldn't it? Right? It's called. One second, get a knife. Whenever I've sort of even, I've never gone to buy one, but whenever I've seen chromatic harmonicas on eBay or wherever being advertised, you know, they're £200-300 and things like that, right? So, and plus I've always, this might be a bit snobby, I've always sort of fancied the harder route. Well, in my life, I've always taken the harder route. So, just in case you don't know, with a diatonic harmonica, you need to bend to get certain notes. They were mostly created to do things like chords. But then single notes as well. But then to make it sound bluesy and whatnot, or jazzy, you got to bend notes, okay? So it's kind of limited, but then if you learn to do certain things with it, which are more, it's almost like trickery in a sense. It's not just suck and blow. A bend is like that sort of thing to achieve more notes, right? Well, with a chromatic, the limited information that I've got inside my brain is that you've got a button that you press which can help you achieve those notes, right? This is brand new out of the box. I've just cracked it open. I'm going to show you exactly what you get, right? This is a Conjurer. I don't know. I don't even know why there's these top ones. So this is from Temu, £22, right? I just sort of thought, right, one, I'm going to make a video about it. Number two, if it sort of makes the right noises, I might be able to use it. You get your standard. It's for blowing your nose on. If you're really upset with your purchase, you get to cry and blow your nose on there. You get a little leaflet with some information. It's normal. Nobody looks at these things, do they? And then when we're a little bit stuck, we go and watch a YouTube video. You get a nice carry case, and this thing is quite hefty, right? So nice carry case. Never use them, but I might do for this. I've got a Hohner. Got your button. I've got a Hohner case that I can put this in. It's got a couple of round holes. Look at this. If nothing else, if you're a bit of an exhibitionist, it looks good. Now, the thing that I wanted to sort of like touch on, I guess, in this video is, right, I know nothing about a chroma. Look at the size difference. I know nothing whatsoever. Whoa, look. And even these Zidell classics, they're actually quite big in comparison to, say, Marine Band Deluxe. But look at the size difference there. This has 40 notes apparently, it said. yeah, the reason why I wanted also to include in this video is not just an unboxing. It's a type of, right, can I, so it's in the key of C, apparently, that's what it said on the advert, on the order. Can I just simply, using tongue block method or even puckering, but I'm a tongue blocker, that was the major scale. Bearing in mind it's a new machine, I'm tongue blocking. I don't even know whether that's correct for the chromatic. Round holes, never used a harmonica with round holes. These holes are very big. Just the sheer sort of like opportunity to just to mess around with something is a pleasure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, that tells me I am going to be able to go, but it's all adjustments. See here now, in between each hole, right, look at that, it's quite a thin peg, probably the same, but it does look very narrow. Puckering, I got a better. I wonder if you bend. Hold on, what hole's that? That's hole 3. I'm bending. I don't even know whether you should. I don't know, but it kind of sounds right, doesn't it? Bending. I know nothing about this thing. It's a complete experiment. Hopefully making the video will encourage someone. Like, it might be a thing that I kind of get into, I don't know. That sounds haunting. It sounds very sort of it almost like the single, even a single note kind of sounds cordial, if you know what that means. Cordial, is that the right one? Chorusy. You know, these chorus effect pedals makes it almost. It's like that film, isn't it? That like they used to do on Tom and Jerry cartoon. When Grandma used to come running around with a tea towel. That one. Anyway. It's just like look at that. Like, I'm really excited about this thing, actually. Right, I'm going to put a link in the description. £22, right? If you wanted to go and buy one of these things, and if you use the link from Temu, I'm not sure what I think about Temu, to be honest. The moral ethics and all that sort of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know about any of that stuff, in a sense. I don't know. It's just you hear stories, don't you? Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm saying there. I'm just sort of saying, right? I don't know what I think about all that. I won't mention certain words. Right, straight away, right. The obvious is it's just made different. Things are spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 10 holes. It's got the button, which does something. What's it doing? It would, put it this way, right? It would be a complete waste of time for anyone to buy this or anything like this and to then just go without like I guess the whole point is this can achieve things. I don't know what the point is. It might be able to achieve things that this can't so easily, maybe. Right, blues scale. I'm trying to bend it when I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't even. I don't know what I'm doing. So certainly don't follow me if you want don't come to me for advice on this thing in that sense of the word. Testing holes, I guess. See how wide my mouth is? I'm a tongue blocker. Was that the same? Yeah, I think that's the same. Right, the purpose of most of my videos, right, you know, I was going to say, you know, idiot's guide sort of thing. But it's like the perspective of a novice working my way through this world of, yeah. And because if you look at the harmonica community on YouTube, you have people who know a lot about a lot and they can play really good. And they're over there. And not everyone can identify with them. You might watch them, keep watching them, and eventually you fall in line a bit, and you can really start to be kind of blessed by what they're doing. But as a beginner, there's this sort of like disparity between you and them, right? And then there's people who make videos and they're just musical, and they might not be great, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? And then there's people who are sometimes been playing for some time, and they try and teach beginners. Now, I think sometimes there's this window period where only a beginner knows what it's like to be a beginner, because there becomes a time when you move on and I think you start to forget. That might just be me. ADHD, onset of Alzheimer's and whatnot going on. So, you know, it's like you go, oh, hold on a minute. What did I do when I was there? What did I struggle with? So that's why I make these videos, because someone's going to go, oh, yeah, that's around about where I am, or you just passed where I am. Yeah, this other guy is like, he's not talking my language. He's not talking my language. I'm not saying I'm speaking all the languages for all the people. Like, for put it this way, for first chromatic harmonica, right? Like a risk, where's the risk element? £22. You know, not so much risk involved there, is there? Somebody has told me, I'm going to be looking at this actually. This is something that I'm looking into, is minor keys. Can I play this? For instance, is this going to be easier for me? Right, look, let's say I want to join a band, right? I'm asked to play some songs. Now, depending on what style of music they play, right, they might ask for minor keys, which then requires a minor scale, yeah? Harmonic minor scale. I've been watching Jason Ritchie videos on that. He gets you doing it. Once you can do your blues scale, once you can hit some bends, I'm not saying they're all in tune. I'm looking forward to watching a video that he's just made about playing when it is now February 2025. I'm looking forward to watching a video that he's just made on playing bends in tune. And the relative reasons for doing that, if you can do that, and if you should, and if you have to, and if you can, if it's possible all the time. I think I watched like 3 minutes of the video, just to talk like that. Or in my case, might I be able to just improvise easier? I'm talking about, you know, being asked to stand up and play some songs in an improvised manner, not melodies, like improvise. Is this going to enable me a bit quicker than having to test and tune every bend on here? So we have different purposes, like in church, for instance. If I'm playing this in church, next to guitar, violin, someone on drums, and piano, I'm playing melodies, Yeah, so I'm either playing single note melodies, or I'm playing tongue split melodies or slaps with chords. So one thing that isn't so good is trying to stand up there, do a gospel song with bends in. Unless you're leading it and you want to do it in a bluesy fashion, and you're that at that level, which I'm not. So therefore, I'm doing the old sort of traditional cordial tongue splits and single note melody. A bit of improv, bit of harmonic, you doing some harmonies around the song and in it, around it, over, mingling in with other instruments and the congregation singing. But let's say you're talking a bit of Afro-Latin jazz or something, and you're asked to play in some minor key in improvising. Improv. Like, is that minor now? Major? Is that minor? I don't know. Question, answer me. No, if you know. It certainly goes into that haunty sort of. And if you want to do the Tom and Jerry noises. That's an Irish traditional trad thing. Just to show, you can just play a normal song on here. It reminds me of the French sort of France, the guy with the onions and all that. Anyway, no more chit-chatting. This thing here, right, I can only say, mostly, well, you've seen now, right, it plays out of the box, is responsive. If this was just a 10-hole harmonica, I would sort of say it's not the loudest thing in the world. But then again, I sort of customize it. Yeah, there's certainly some tone warp, but maybe your average chromatic player, a mature person, would crack it open and, I don't know, gap it, I don't know. I don't know what's inside these things. It looks like metal, but in between the comb, what I mean by that is under there, in there, if a normal chromatic harmonica, I've seen these wind things, yeah. If a normal chromatic harmonica has wind sheets up here, this doesn't. It looks like a normal metal thing there. And if I'm looking up there, all I can see is metal. Yeah, I'm not seeing, unless it's in between the reed plate and the comb, which would be strange, wouldn't it? But maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Don't know. I wish I could sort of say, yeah, I'm doing this blow, draw, and it's changed into a B flat or A sharp. I can't tell you any of that stuff. And because something that I'll be looking into is why does it bend still anyway? See, whole 4. You probably sat there thinking you're not supposed to be bending on that thing now. Listen, for £22, right, I cannot say, right, that this was a waste of money. I cannot, for this, like if you was going into, well, there you go, broke it now. Right, if you're going into this world of chromaticism or whatever, if you're going in, I don't care about these things, they're rubbish. Why do they bother? I'd rather them put £2 worth of effort into this. But listen, off the, just unboxing, this thing looks good, man. And for a beginner, I think it'd be perfectly fine. Although you've heard me say, I don't know what I'm doing with this. So you wouldn't really want my advice if you're thinking as a serious player. But if you're a bit like me, you spent some time and some money on these things and you've gone, well, what about this chromatic thing? Should I give it a go? And you've sort of looked and you've gone, whoa, I ain't got £200 to spend on these things, And then, because I've seen people selling them, and they've new beginners, and they've bought them, and they're selling them. I got a feeling this Conjurer thing is like a bit like Easttop, because if you go on Temu, you'll see Conjurer, Easttop, and what's that other one? JDR or something. I was tempted to get the Easttop. I don't know why I even got this one. I don't know. But I'm going to put the link in the description if you did choose to go to the link and go and buy yourself one of these, then I might get a little bit of commission. So, never done that before, so let me know if you did do that. That would be kind of appreciated. I make these videos for just because I enjoy it. I kind of enjoy it. It's a way of recording my own progress. I can upload the video and then delete it from my phone, so it's not taking up storage. Some people say thanks, and they tend to. Some people enjoy it. Some people get some information. Conjurer. It's a nice looking. The other thing is, I did see some videos of people talking about Conjurer harmonicas and kind of saying that they were quite good. So it weren't just, I'm going to take a complete risk here. I have kind of heard of the name, but I kind of put, I was thinking it was along the lines of something like the Easttop anyway, which aren't altogether terrible harmonicas, depending on which one you get. There you go, that's enough from me anyway. I hope that may have encouraged somebody. It's definitely worth the risk. £22. God bless.